Welcome to Chocolate Cake for the Soul, a space to return to your truth, awaken your energy, and leave with deeper clarity. I'm Dewi, and I'm here to hold gentle yet powerful conversation on healing, intuition, and the unseen energy that shape our lives. Whether you're building a soulful business, navigating your inner wounds, or simply learning to trust your intuition again, you're exactly where you need to be. So find your favorite cozy corner and take a bite of chocolate cake for the soul together.
Today, we're joined by someone whose art feels like a soft hug for your eyes and soul. You might know her as @Betand on Instagram, where over 170,000 people follow her gentle sketches, heartfelt storytelling, and little reminders to slow down. She's the creative mind behind With Love, MBE, and her work has touched countless people, whether through her whimsical illustrations, inspiring workshops, or the way she captures life's quiet beauty in a single line. Please welcome the ever-inspiring Meiliana Betand. Hi, May!
Hello,
Thank you so much
Chi.
for being here today.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm very happy to be here.
So today, actually, I saw one of your posts recently, and I really love it. And I think you know which one I'm talking about. It starts with, I'm not a girl boss, and so on and so forth. Can you tell us a little bit more about that post and how did that started?
Okay, so the post talk about how I'm finally accepting that I think I'm not a girl boss. So growing up, I was very shy and quiet, and I always think of it as my weakness. So when a few years back, when I start working as a content creator and artist, I always look up to people who are, by the trending term, is girl boss. So they are very, they are the opposite of me. They are not shy, they are confident, they are assertive, they can do a lot of things. So I always look up to them, and I think it's the term that everybody finds very positive, and everybody wants to be a girl boss these days. But along the way, I think I started to but along the way, when I try to, sorry, but along the way, I think it's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a girl boss. But then I find out, I think it's not really what I want.
Okay, so you think you want to be, but
Yeah.
then you realize that that's not what you actually want to be.
Yes, because when I try to be a girl boss, maybe it's really the opposite of me, but I ended up losing myself.
Wow, that's deep. That's very deep.
I think I started to think of my shyness, my quietness, and I'm more of an emotional rather than logical person. Right? So when I try to be more logical, I ended up as an artist, my work become soulless.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get rid of the emotional side of me.
Yes, I was just about to say that. How would that affect your creativity as an artist? I was just about to say that. Yeah.
So I find out when I think it's the right path to be more logical, to get rid of my emotional, to get rid of my emotions, it turns out it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for everyone. There is no only one way to achieve something.
Yeah.
So when I try to be both a girl boss and an artist, it confuses me inside. It's not that you cannot be both, but I think some people are naturally good at something and naturally bad at something. So rather than changing myself to be what I'm not,
Yeah.
I think it's better to just nurture what's already inside of me
Yeah.
and let it grow. And I think not forcing myself to be someone that I'm not,
Yeah.
I find more peace in that.
I love that. Not trying to be someone you're not, and you find more peace in that. I love that. So in the post, I believe there were several of them. So I'm not a girl boss. I'm not a. There were a few more. Can you share a little bit more?
So I'm not in the post, I talk about I'm not a girl boss, because girl boss is someone who's very confident, very outspoken, and they are also mostly leaders. And I've always been confused about that. Do everyone have to be leaders?
And who's following?
Yeah. Yeah. If everyone is gonna be girl boss, who's gonna be girl artist or
Yeah.
anything else? So yeah, I think when I finally accept that, I think other roles, other than being the girl boss, is also it's not below the boss, but it's just another role
It's a
that
different role.
to complete each other. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, complete each other. Absolutely. So then, have you figured out, not that we're, putting names or anything, but have you figured out then what, if you're not a girl boss, then how do you identify yourself now?
Yeah, I think I'm finally I feel okay with labeling myself as just an artist, and I think that label is gonna evolve and change throughout my life. And for now, I think I'm very comfortable with the label as an artist. So maybe I don't really have to be. I'm very comfortable working alone. I don't have to build an empire because yeah, I think I was trapped in that uh, in that what how do I say this, like it's been kayak these days the hustle culture. Everyone has to be leader and everyone has to be a boss, and you also started to think that I think I want that too. But after I tried to force myself into that label, I think I am more comfortable with being an artist. I can focus on my art, and I think creating for me is very just both healing and something that I can put my creativity into.
Yeah.
Because if you're a creative and you don't put it into an artwork, or you don't create something, it's gonna be, your creativity is gonna get stuck inside. And that energy is going to either you use it well or it will consume you, I think.
No.
Yeah.
In what ways? Like, how would it consume?
For me, I always think creative people are really good at connecting dots, at creating a story. So it's very easy for them to create art, to write, to make music. So it's very natural. But if you don't put that creativity into that positive things,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna just run inside of you. You're gonna create story inside of your head. You're gonna overthink. You're gonna use that creativity for something else that is not serving you.
Or creating chaos,
Yeah.
creating problems.
Problems that probably doesn't even exist.
Yeah. That is so true. So what was your journey like? Because I see that from where that idea of, oh, I thought I want to be this, the girl boss, until nope, I'm an artist, and you embrace that. I'm sure there's a journey somewhere. Can you think of maybe like one defining moment where you realize, oh, yeah, no, that's not me. That's what I thought I wanted. I tried that. Well, nope, didn't like it. And this is really me. Was there like any defining moment that you can think of?
Yeah, I think for me it was looking back. Hindsight is 2020. So when I tried my best to change, I started as an artist, and then I think I should be a girl boss. When I started to change myself for that, I started making less art actually.
I can relate to that.
So I didn't realize that at first, but something inside of me feel really blocked. It's very hard to make a new art. It's very hard to make contents because I didn't understand it at first. I just thought, maybe this is the process of changing. Maybe I shouldn't make too much art. Maybe I shouldn't make too much content. But it's actually what I'm really passionate about.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel really sad when I don't create my art and my contents.
Yeah.
So after when I do that, when I'm searching for how to be a girl boss, I started to meet new people who are encouraging that. So either it's new business partners, new friends. So at first I thought, oh, this is the path. I finally meet people who will help me find my way to be girl boss.
Yeah.
But even when I meet those amazing people who I thought would help me, I didn't go. I still get stuck in the same place. I ended up freezing and not doing anything instead. So when I thought I will be a girl boss by changing myself, I don't think that the effort that I put to be a girl boss at that time, to build a new thing, to start a business, I couldn't. The energy that I put for creating art, I couldn't change it to that. To because I make art, and then when I try to do something else, I don't think I can do it as well as just what I usually do. So it's becoming very hard and everything feels wrong. So I just ended up not doing anything.
Right. So your body felt like this is just not it. Yeah.
And it was very hard because at that time I thought that maybe I'm just not good enough, maybe I'm just not capable enough, or maybe I'm not ambitious enough for this. Because everyone would say you just have to push yourself. You
Yeah.
just have to, you know, get rid of the emotions. Just focus on doing things that will build your empire, will build your business.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find myself doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. It reminds me of, I remember one of my daughter, my eldest daughter, she's also, I guess you could call her an artist as well. So she's more creative inclined than academical inclined. And so she would study very hard for her test, and then the result is, so-so. It's not very good. It's just so she feels like, why? What's wrong with me? Why is it that I studied so hard? I put in so much work, but it's still, like it's not even say good, but it's just barely making it. And so one day she was feeling down. And I said, you just so happen to be in society where school, or now she's in high school, but back then she was still in maybe middle school or primary school, where society looks at academic more important than art, while actually at the end of the day, everybody has different path. You cannot say a bird is not good because they don't know how to swim, but look at them, they fly so well, right? And vice versa, you cannot say a fish, why can't you fly like a bird, but they swim so well. So it's not that the bird is better than the fish or the fish is better than the bird. Both are, like you said, equal. They both are needed in their role in life, in the ecosystem, and whatever. It's just that they're different. And it's okay to be different. Because if everybody is the bird, then there's no other species. Like everybody is just a girl boss, then who are they bossing? Who's the one behind the empire if it's just them, right? So at the end of the day, it's not about, like you said, who's better. It's not a competition, but it's embracing who you are and being really, really just the best version of you, who you are, and accepting that. And understanding that you're not less just because you're different. And I said, when you go to university, then you can choose the field that you like, the field that you're good at, and then you'll see that you're not just because you're finally be in the playing field where that's what you're good at. If you're good at flying, you'll be at the field where you're flying. You're not being forced to swim, So she's like, oh, okay. And then, I think she felt a little bit better after that. But I do agree. I think in current society, it has evolved a lot since back then when I was still in school. I remember when I was still in school, the mindset was, oh, you have to be a business owner. You have to run your own business, and like art, that's for not so good. It used to be like that, but I think the world has evolved so much where you can see artists creating amazing work, right? And they are recognized for that, and even making a living from art is now very different when you look at it. Back then, maybe in the olden days where artists are starving and all that. So I think the world has evolved a lot since then too, and they can recognize more of that now.
Yeah, I totally agree, because for me also, when I was young, I didn't think being an artist was possible. So I think embracing the label as an artist now, it means a lot to me, because my whole family, there are I think they have interest in art, but most of them are they need to survive, so they wouldn't pursue art. So
So they're stuck in that loop.
Yeah. And my dad actually, I think he really likes art. He collects art, but I think if he lives in this time, I think he's gonna be a good artist.
I see.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm really happy that I can also connect with him through that.
Yeah.
But actually, talking about alignment,
Yeah.
I do have question.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're just starting out, alignment can be a bit confusing because you're trying to listen to your heart, right?
Yeah.
But how do you differentiate between, oh, this is just my heart, this is what my heart wants, and this is what I want this because I want to stay in my comfort zone. So it's a two different thing, right?
That's a very good question. Staying in your comfort zone is usually fear-based. So you don't want to do something because you fear of da 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 da. There's something. So every time you want to move, it's a fear response, and then you just tell yourself, okay, I'll just stay here. But alignment, there's no fear base.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Like you can do it, it's fine. You don't do it, it's fine. But you choose to do this. One of the ways that I like to test, or I tell people to test themselves is, for example, let's say it's work. If let's say between two choices, A and B, which one would you choose? If what usually they say, oh, I have to choose A because, and they have a list of why they should choose A, and it's mostly fear-based, because if not, then right? There's all that list. I have to pay the bills, la 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 la. So it's fear-based, right? And I said, if all the bills are taken away, like, okay, you have the money to pay the bills, to do all those things that you put on in the list, would you still choose A? Then they go, oh. And if the answer is yes, yeah, I would still love to do A, then okay. So it's not fear-based. Because you take away all the fear, and does your heart is it still aligned? But if let's say you take all the fear away, for example, oh yeah, but I need X money to pay for this, la 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 la. Okay, we give this money to you. Would you still choose A or B? Oh, definitely I will go B. Then you know. So just put whatever the reason is why you should choose A, or the whatever it is that made you choose that condition, because usually there's a reasoning behind it, right? It's a more logical thing. Yeah. It's not like a hard thing. It's a logical thing. Just take it away. Okay, you need this? Okay, I give this to you now. You need this? Okay, I give it to you now. And then they go, but how? But that's not possible. Yeah, just imagine that's possible. Imagine like right now in front of you, all the needs are being met. And then what?
I see.
Then you can be truthful with yourself. You can face the truth. Then you know that, oh yeah, turns out I'm staying in A because it's my comfort zone. Because then if not, I have to face, all these other things that they might not have faced yet.
Yeah. I think it's the same thing that I didn't use that question I didn't use that question consciously,
Yeah.
but I think I realized the same thing when I'm choosing my path.
Yeah.
So when I'm choosing my path as an artist, I always think of it as it's something that makes me happy and makes me feel alive.
Yeah.
And somehow when I do that, opportunity came by itself. Yeah. I don't have to try so hard to
Yes.
force anything or
Yes.
yeah.
That's usually the other sign as well. When you're in alignment, everything is just so easy. It's like everything just comes your way. It's not so much effort. But when you're not in alignment, usually there's a lot of forcing, like, a lot of forcing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's usually one of the ways that you can tell as well.
Okay. Also, you mentioned about intuition and logical.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is another question. Do you think someone can just live based on intuition? So, I think there are some people who are really good at logical things,
Mm-hmm.
but there are someone who's better at intuition. Is
Mm-hmm.
that right?
Okay, so the way that I see it, it's actually more of, I will explain the technical side first, and then I will explain how it applies in the real world. So, in the short version, high level version, so all of us, everybody has it. We all have 7 major chakras. Actually, we have more than that, but let's just say it's the 7 basic chakras that, usually people relate to. And usually we start off by, even though it's not step by step per se, but usually we start from the most bottom. Number 1 is your root, which is around survival. So you need to be able to make enough money and make a living and survive and feel safe. So that's survival. And then once you are done with survival, at least you're okay, then you can start to think about feelings and emotions. That's the second chakra.
Okay.
So usually a lot of people, when they started out, because they're still hustling and they're still trying to make it, so they don't think about feelings. They just do, get the money. And then once they get enough money, then they go, okay, so what now? So I have more time now. I have more freedom now. Then they start to think about all the emotional stuff, right? About relationship maybe, about, more of the emotion side. So that's the second chakra. And then you go to the third chakra. The third chakra is maybe like what you said, the girl boss kind of thing, because it's not just beyond, it's beyond survival, right? It's building an empire. It's more of, not, well, part of it could be ego, but more of it is like, I can do this. I can, it's about that. It's about me, basically. And then beyond that, that's the lower 3 chakras. And beyond that, the upper, then there's the heart. Usually when someone can deal with the heart, it's because they already own the 3, right? They're no longer in survival. They have great relationship. Then they can learn to look beyond that. They can love more people because they're no longer competing for survival and usually. Then there's the upper chakras. The 5th, about communication, creativity and all that. And then 6 and 7, even though 5th, 6th, 7th, it's also part of intuition. Even 2nd, feeling emotion is also part of intuition. But mostly, when we talk about intuition, it's mostly the upper chakras. So the upper chakras is when you start to relate to your higher self. You get information, not the logical thinking of, okay, according to logic, I have to do this. Because logic only understands information that already been fed. 1 + 1 = 2. So when they see another question, 1 + 1, oh, they know it's 2. But if, let's say, you have never learned 1 + 1 = 2, and then you see the question, they don't know what to do because they don't have the information yet, right? They have to figure it out. Then they go, oh no, I don't know what the answer is. They go like that. But intuition is different. Intuition is you talking to your higher self and then let yourself receive the answer. So when you put it backwards, so let's say you're forced with the situation, you're in a situation and you have to figure out what to do. You have to find a solution. Your logical thinking will go, okay, this is the situation. Find our bank of memory. Do we have information on how to solve this problem? Yes, we do. This is what you did. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, let's do that. That's the logical side. But then when the logical side, we've never been in this before. What do we do? That's usually when people start to panic and anxious, right? Because they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because now the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd is going, well, we need to survive. We need to figure it out. If not, what are we going to do? So they're panicking now. And the 3rd is going, we have to do something. We have to do something. But what? We don't know what to do, right? Because they don't have the bank of information. So that's when usually people start to do crazy things or don't do anything because they don't know what to do. They're in that position. But when you rely on your intuition, you ask your higher self. Your higher self has more information than your brain does because it can access to the universe. It can access to your Akashic record from your past life. It can access more information. And usually the sensitivity is higher because you can tune into other information that's in the energetic field, not just in the brain programming, right? The information that you already been fed. So from there, from the intuition, then you get the answer. Okay, this is what you need to do. You need to talk to so-and-so, or you need to do this, or whatever the information is. So the information comes in from the intuition, and then the intuition bring it down and let the third distribute all the information to the rest of the chakras. So that's how you use. So it's not that intuition means, okay, I just meditate. Oh, okay, that's it. It's not like that. But you're not. But when the information comes in, it comes in from a higher self, not from survival, not from ego. It's none of the above. And usually, it's something that you've never even thought about because you've never done it before. Yeah, it's usually something like that. Then you go, will this even work? Exactly, right? Because you don't know yet. But usually if it's intuition, yes, it will somehow works out. Even though your logical thinking, what? This doesn't even make sense. What does this have to do with this? It's something like, that's what your logical mind will say. But if it's intuition, you bring in the information to your third, let your third tell the second and the first, this is what you need to do. Tell the hands, this is what you need to create. This is the voice, this is who you need to talk to, blah, 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 blah. And then usually it works out. So intuition, like I said, coming back to your question in a long-winded way, intuition doesn't mean you don't do anything, but it's just using a different source of information.
I see.
Yeah.
About intuition, so does it also work in situations like, so you're not in a problem or anything, but when maybe you're traveling or you're going somewhere, your heart says like, let's visit this shop, or let's go there. And it happened to me too. So I was traveling to Singapore, and I think, I don't know why, in the last day of my stay, I just Googled the shop and I think I should go here. I don't know why. It's just a really random shop that I don't think it's very touristy or anything. So, but somehow, okay, let's try going there. But maybe at some point of my journey to that shop, I was thinking, should I just not go? I don't think this place is okay. But when I finally ended up going to that shop, I met someone there, the shopkeeper, and we talked quite a lot. And I think the experience is very, I think it changes how I look at things.
Yeah.
And yeah, it gives me a really, this is the experience that I want to keep experiencing in my whole life. I want to keep meeting these new people and keep having this kind of interaction. But yeah, I think I don't know why I decided to go there. And does intuition comes in that form too?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. This reminds me of another story, but this is not my story. It's someone else's, but it just flashed to me. So this person has an illness. I forgot what it was. Some kind of like heartburn or GERD or some kind of stomach thing. And he's been to many doctors. He's been to specialists. He's tried this. He's tried that. He's tried, you name it, he's tried it, right? And it still doesn't work. Like, it's so bad that sometimes when when the trigger comes, it's hard to function. Basically, the body is hard to function. So long story short, one day he received this intuition that says, go to Google and type this keyword. And he's like, I've already typed that keyword a million times. Like I already researched about this, I've already researched about this topic, la 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 la. Like, or is it? I can already get a PhD in this topic. Like, why? But he followed the intuition because he heard it very clearly. So he did. So he typed it in Google, and then the usual things come up that he already been to all those sites. And then suddenly there was a pop-up ad. Oh, this is new. He has not seen this before, this pop-up ad. So it turns out someone, he has this, I forgot the details, like he has a new study or something about this topic that he has a new insights about it. So I thought, okay, this is interesting. I've never seen this name. I've never seen this person. I've never seen this ad. And then there's, contact me button. And so he wrote this person an email. And basically he emailed like what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And, he's asking for information or questions. And then within minutes, he got a reply. I mean, like, what are the odds, right? When you answer a random ads online, and then the person actually read your email, it usually goes to like a contact us kind of form, right? And the person actually read the email and replied to him right away. So basically, all the things that he thought was helping him was not helping him because, and here's why, and he explained, because la 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 la. So this is actually what you need to do. You need to do this and this and this and this and this. So, and that was like the turning point of him fixing his issue. I forgot what it was. It was not GERD, but I forgot what it was. It was some kind of stomach issue. And after he did that, within 2 or 3 months, like slowly, it got better. And then he healed completely from that. Wow. And this is, like, he's been facing this all his life, basically, right? Like, he's been there for years and years and years and years. And he's been to doctors, specialists, no solution. But when you actually followed your intuition, sort of like you just, okay, go to this shop and then you meet someone. It's something like that. Something like that, yeah. The hardest part usually with intuition is trusting it. Because, okay, this doesn't make sense. Am I doing the right thing? Usually it's that. And the second most hard thing with intuition is differentiating. Is this for me? Like, is this information for me? Or is this somebody else's mock-up? Like, they want it and we're just helping them to fulfill it, so to speak.
How does that work? How does that work? Others people.
So for example, let's say you have a shop and you want to sell your products in your shop.
Yeah.
So then you call, you call in people, okay, come to my shop, buy this. And then sometimes if you are very sensitive, you might catch that. And then, oh, I need to buy this. And then you just go to the shop and you buy it. But actually you don't really need it. So you were just there to fulfill that person's mock-up, basically.
I see.
Yeah. There's that also. That's the other side. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, May. It's been a real pleasure having you here and discussing about intuition, about owning your own identity. So I'm really happy to have you here today.
It's a pleasure for me too. And I'm also very happy to talk about this because it's not like my story is a comeback story where I'm really finished about everything. I'm still in the process. So it really helped me a lot to talk about this intuition, this alignment. And it makes me feel that I think I should keep following my heart too.
But that's the thing though. A lot of people think that it's the end goal. But like you said, we're always still in the process.
Yeah.
No matter where you are, you can be in the process here, you can be in the process here. We're always in the process. So once again, thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing this sacred pause with me today. If something in this episode stirred your heart or softened your edges, I'd love for you to subscribe, like, and share with someone you love, and leave a kind review. It helps this soul space reach those who need it most. Until next time, May you trust your inner voice, nourish your spirit, and treat yourself to something sweet.